The governor now has less than 10 days to sign the bill. It's been nearly 4 months since the legislative session ended, and still more than 250 bills are awaiting Governor Cuomo's stamp of approval. So what's taking so long? Our Capitol reporter Kimberly Howard is in our Capitol newsroom to break it all down for us.
The legislature passed 658 bills last session, and so far Governor Cuomo has signed 400 of them. As for the rest, it's a race to the finish for lawmakers and advocates hoping to get the governor's approval by December 31st. Windy October days at the Capitol are usually quiet. Few lawmakers milling about Albany on their lunch hour, and few signs of Governor Cuomo himself. Meanwhile, 4 months after the legislative session ended, more than 250 proposed laws are left uninked.
It looks like he's dragging his feet.
Yeah, and to answer that question, no, he's not dragging his feet. I think it's on par.
But political researchers say for the first 2 years Cuomo was in office, more than 90% of bills were sent to his desk by October. This year, he's only seen about 60%. It was the same the year before, but it's not entirely up to him.
Although the governor probably does have some say over when a bill goes to his desk, it's ultimately up to the legislature who sponsored it in the House that first passed to send it his way.
It's time-sensitive bills that take priority, like the medical marijuana bill and the package of bills designed to curb the heroin epidemic.
Some of the other bills, there might be local bills requested by local governments that are important to those local governments, but the reality is whether they're signed in June or whether they're signed in December, traditionally does not make a major difference.
On the list of bills still awaiting approval, a push for more health services and job benefits for veterans, and a proposed law that would prohibit the sale of liquid nicotine to minors. Advocates of those bills must strategically plan when they think their proposed laws will get the best look.
To make sure that each bill, whether it's something that's almost like a rubber stamp or something that is critical, is given full due consideration by all the parties.
Meanwhile, the executive branch may be using a strategy of its own.
In some cases, governors can not act on a bill or ask that a bill wait to come to their desk until it's more politically advantageous if they're seeking a particular endorsement. At the same time, if there's any bills that might have an unpopular decision, he could put it off until after the election.
At last check, the governor had 22 bills sitting on his desk, including the CPR in schools bill we mentioned last week. No vetoes so far. In the Capitol newsroom, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.